Yay Media Group.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back, everybody. This is Real Talk Kim and
I'm Angelo with Real Talk Kim on the Angelo podcast show. No, I'm just Real Talk Kim. Real Talk Kim podcast. Man, I hope you guys been liking everything we've been putting out so far.
Yeah.
And leave some comments because we want to know. I mean, if it's something that you want us to talk about.
Baby, it's so funny watching you because you go on our YouTube channel, on my Real Talk Kim YouTube channel, and you're always commenting. And it's so cute to see you commenting on there. You're like really having conversations with people.
I am. I mean, even the ones that say a little stuff, like, I guess the, fornication or something. They were saying that we're not married or something like that. I was like, your mama was at the wedding.
Hey, y'all, we just celebrated a year, okay? We've been married a whole year, June 14th, and we are over here living off love and peace and joy and blessings of the Father.
It's crazy that people be saying stuff. I think they just want to say stuff just to be stupid.
How have you handled that coming into my world? Like, you really went from a place of, you really had a sanctuary of peace wrapped around your life, and then you got in a relationship with me, and you've had, because people are really ugly.
I'm from the streets.
But there's more people that love us than don't.
I can help them more than they can help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can fix that. I can fix that. It's just like when we was hanging out, but people don't believe, we'll be somewhere like, man, I didn't believe that was you.
Yeah.
And the guy like, I was telling my mom I ran into you guys. He said, can I FaceTime my mom? You remember that? He was a pastor.
It was so cute.
It was so
Yo,
good.
just on talking about haters. First of all, and I will get to this, because Angelo did something on the plane the other day, and I was having to remind him of who he was, because he's about to go Duval. But I'm going to tell y'all that in just a second. Y'all listen, I need you to do us a favor right now. I need you to subscribe wherever you're watching this or listening to this from. I need you to subscribe right now. Like, it is so important that you push that subscribe button. It matters to us. And that's the way you show us love, is to subscribe and share with your friends and get your tickets. Next week is Dream Conference. And you need to go to realtalkkim.com, get your Dream Conference tickets. It's the theme this year's Untamed.
It's going to be crazy.
Man, it's going to be wild. This is the first year we've done it at a conference.
Untamed. I was like, man, this is called it crazy. Let's go crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy. I used to love that song. What was that song?
Prince, go crazy.
And so we're so excited. We get to see so many of you that are traveling in, so many newbies.
Yes.
And the RTK Inner Circle, a lot of people are coming from there. Masterminds are coming. It's going to be such a great week. It starts on Friday at 10 a.m., at 9 a.m. for the VIPs, right there at Hotel Coley. Then we'll go all day long. That evening is a white night, starts at 5 o'clock, and then it's going to be so much fun. All day classes, and then we'll break for like an hour or two, come back for services that night. I'll be delivering the word. It's going to be great. And then Saturday, we start again, 9 a.m. for the VIPs, 10 o'clock for all day long with us. And it's going to be really, really great. And then we all head over to Fayetteville to Limitless Church on Sunday. Oh, it's going to be so good. We're going to be baptizing people. So make sure if you want to get baptized on the 29th that you go to limitlesschurch.live and sign up. And I mean, we've had a cram-packed month. It's been so good. We've had business as usual, which was awesome.
I may help some.
You're going to baptize people with me?
Yeah, some of them need to probably stay down a little bit.
Yo, if y'all see me, we always have two pools going. If you see me baptizing on one and him baptizing on the other, you do not want to get in his.
The line is short.
Because he's going to hold you under the water.
The line is shorter.
Because you're going to be keeping them tucked under. Okay, so y'all, before we go to break, I have to tell y'all this. So the other day we were on, y'all know me and my stories. The other day we were on a plane, and me and Angelo, we're always in the front, but we were on like the third row.
Yeah.
And so we always wait and let people, man, you're sucking that coffee. You're like.
Because I had to make sure, because I know you're getting ready to say something.
He's acting like that coffee's trying to run away.
Coffee got to give me some energy because I know where you're going at.
So y'all, we're getting off the plane and we just go ahead and stand up because the people in front of us were taking their time. And so we were just going to grab our stuff. And then this little man says something and I hear the man say something, but I thought he was just going to be like, hey man, we know you guys. We love y'all. But he didn't. He was smart alecky to Angelo. I dart off the plane because I'm like, let's just get out of here because I could see Angelo. Number one, you don't mess with me. Number two, he's hood and holy, you know? And I darted off the plane. I turn around and you're not there. You are still on that plane. And I was like, oh my gosh, he doesn't remember who he is now. Like you can't handle people like you used to handle people. What happened, sir?
I mean, first of all, I am who I am. I mean, it's about respect. I am who I am. I am who I am.
So what happened?
He was saying, congratulations. And I'm doing like you. Congratulations. And I'm like, thank you. Said, okay, thank you.
You thought he just knew who we were?
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Jump in front of my family.
No, he didn't. And all of a sudden, that smile. You were showing all 100 teeth.
Yeah, I'm like, but then, oh no. You done brought my whole neighborhood out right now.
But baby, everybody knows who we are. You can't be saying.
No.
So what happened? Because I was already off the plane. What happened?
If he know who I was, then he should know.
But what happened?
I would take time out.
He said we jumped in front of his family.
Yeah.
And what did you say?
Like I said, I'm smiling. Like you didn't. Now you say something. You hurt me. Little short, little Bonnie Rubble little guy too. You know. So now I don't turn into the Rock. My chest is out. My shoulders is up.
Yo!
And I'm like, I'm not saying nothing when I'm on this plane because maybe he's going to try to get me kicked out for Delta. I ain't say nothing. Now, he walked through that little thing right there. You know how you
All
walk?
I heard was when you came up on, because my heart was palpitating.
Yeah.
When he came up on and I heard you said something to him. What did you say?
I said, even if you was in Detroit, because we just left Detroit, you wouldn't run your mouth. We're in the ATL right now, so you don't know who you're talking to.
Yo, he was mad.
You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who you're talking to. So if he know who he was, you don't know who you talking to.
Baby, what would you have done if you weren't with me? If you weren't married to a pastor, what would you have done?
No more questions. No more questions.
Yo, we gotta go to a break. We're gonna be talking. We're gonna be talking today about when it's just never enough. Like when you are just never, ever, ever content. How to find contentment in everything and how to let stuff go. How to let stuff run off your shoulders. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. And welcome back. This podcast is necessary because sometimes you gotta learn how to let stuff just roll off your back. When I tell you, Angelo, I used to let stuff eat me alive.
What?
Oh my gosh, I literally would overthink and just process. I can't believe they did that to me. I can't believe. I was a principal girl. And I would be like, it's the principal. And I wouldn't let stuff go.
Yeah.
And it is a problem when you are so focused on things not right in your life that you can brew. Because you did let that situation. You did let it brew for a little bit too long. You were mad for a little bit too long. What causes you to not be able to let stuff just roll off your back and you just be like...
Because they think I'm church now.
But they don't even know if he wasn't even around anymore.
I don't know. You just think that...
Why do you think people allowed their situations to get them to ruin their whole day?
Only way I let it slide because I saw his little kids who was peeing running down the lane, so the kids were scared too.
He's lying.
The kid was
he's lying.
He had 2 boys and 2 girls, and I looked down and stuff, and I said, you don't know me. You don't want.
But you know what I think
and
so
I saw
crazy?
The kids was peeing. I say the kids was shaking.
You are
and
so
stuff.
he's
this
lying.
Kid, okay, you was already gone.
That kid didn't pee.
That little kid was peeing, and he was like, the kid said, "Daddy,
you're gonna go to hell on a slide."
The kid was studying like, "Daddy, that man."
Yo,
yeah.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
I had to tell that story because I don't understand why people. It's a freaking plane. Like, why is somebody cut you off in traffic?
Yeah.
Like, why does that mess up your whole day?
It doesn't.
But no, I'm just talking about people watching today.
Oh, man. No.
Like, you will let it ruin your whole day.
Yeah.
You will let someone that didn't invite you out to dinner with the rest of the group and you saw them on Facebook, you'll let that ruin your whole month.
Yeah.
Why do you think people do that? Why is it so hard to not just let it go?
I don't know.
I do.
I don't know. I mean,
I let it go.
Some.
He doesn't.
It doesn't bother me. It never bothered me. I mean, I've been.
Baby, when something, it does not just roll off your back.
Yeah, it rolls off of me. I just like.
And you just start mumbling. You're like, you just under your breath. You just go. Like, why can't you just let it go? Let it go. There's people watching today that can't let stuff go.
Well, because see, you don't want the smoke. Sometimes I want the smoke. See, that's the problem. You don't want the smoke. I want the smoke.
But what does the smoke do for you?
That smoke, like, man, see, when you met me, I was already gigantic. Like gigantic out here.
Yeah.
Gigantic in the gym.
Yeah.
So I want that smoke.
But what does the smoke look like?
I don't not want you to think just because, and then you got to think about it. I protect you.
I know, but when you say I want the smoke, what does that mean?
Can you imagine having a man that you don't feel protected?
Oh no, I feel very protected.
I don't care.
In fact, I love that about you.
I don't care if we're in other countries.
I love that you're big.
Yeah.
I love that you protect me.
Yeah.
Like, you got my back.
Yeah.
And I have never felt that in my life except by my father. So I do love that. But I need you to explain to the people, what does I want that smoke look like? Please do tell.
Don't need to know.
Like when you say I want that smoke, what's that going to do for you?
It would help me a lot.
How?
It would help so much.
So basically,
it's just like when you just got.
It's people that are just always stirring the waters.
Yeah.
You like to stir the waters?
No, I'm not.
You're not a pot stirrer.
No. I like to. I'm gonna complete and keep that water calm.
Yeah, you do.
Calm.
You do.
Yeah.
And you do let stuff go.
And the thing is, when people think they can take advantage of certain people,
who cares?
And that's what God take care of them.
He does.
God take care of them.
He absolutely does.
I mean, I've been living on this earth for quite a long time. I ain't did nobody wrong yet.
No, you haven't.
Because I've been so peace and blessed.
Yeah, you have.
So I don't take advantage.
You're such a great. I
don't take advantage of nobody. But when you come to me and you acting like you all that, I'm gonna show you what that smoke look like.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So we're talking about healing the inner child.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of times the reason that people can't, they're always finding like, they're always, you ain't gotta worry about my hands, you just worry about my face. It's like they don't know how to fix themselves.
Yeah.
They don't know how to fix their emotions. They don't know how to fix their attitudes. Like they're always just, I think it's because they need to heal their inner child. I think something's happened to them, right? I think something's happened to them. I think that they've.
You ever been in?
I think that maybe their fathers walked out on them, their mothers walked out on them. They're used to being abandoned. They're used to not being fought for. Now they struggle with anger issues, and it's healing that inner child.
And never got their behind whooped in 4th grade or 6th grade. That's the problem. You'll shut that mouth. Yeah,
you're right.
You'll shut that mouth. You got to worry about my see you. Yeah, you got to worry about I don't worry about my hair. No, you.
But you know those people that are just always.
Yeah, they would have got you. You would have got that behind.
I remember one time when we got engaged, babe, and one of my friends, because it was very private. Like we were very private with our whole relationship. And one of my friends, I was doing a Zoom with them, and I did this and showed her that we got engaged, and she actually shared the picture.
Yeah.
And one of the big blogs got a hold of it and shared the picture on their blog, and there was like 40,000 comments. I mean, it was so many, and most of them were so good, but there was a couple of really angry women that I was like, dog. They were talking about. One of them had come to our church in my previous life with my previous husband, and that husband had done something to her, and she literally, it was like her and her 4 friends were going under everyone's sweet comments and just putting crap about me.
Yeah.
And like all I could think about was how miserable that your life must be, that you live to try to hurt other people. It is because you need to heal your inner child.
That inner child, they should have got that behind toe up.
I'm not even kidding.
That inner child, it should have been inner city.
I remember
you couldn't come in no.
Baby, when I tell you, I remember even going into that girl's DMs or like looking just to see who she was. Like, why are you so after me? And she had sent me a message. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I remember this girl. But it was the sweetest message ever. Mm-hmm. It was not at all like, I have a bone to pick with you and your ex-husband. I didn't even know about it. And all of a sudden, I'm like, you wait until you can get some attention. It's like you want attention so bad that you will just try to ruin.
That's social media, though. That's what people do. I mean, you get behind this thing.
I even fixed it. I think my ex-husband owed her $400 for catering or something, and he didn't pay her. And I was like,
she got paid.
Oh, I paid her that day.
She got paid.
I sent his money. I sent him from 10 years ago.
She gonna pay that money back when I see her.
No shit.
See, that's why I say I want that smoke now.
But my point is, like, if you're watching today,
pay that money back. I'm gonna come see.
You're watching today, and all you ever do is spew evil.
Yeah.
It's like watching these reality shows, and there's always this. What are they called? The women that are just so dirty.
Kardashians?
No, they're nice. The Kardashians are very nice. I've watched their show. They're all very kind and giving and loving. But people would say they're nasty because people are jealous of people that are making it. But it's the one woman on there that is the vixen. Is that what they call her? She's just always stirring up stuff, and she's just evil. And she's famous off of being nasty. And I believe that if you're watching today and you're like, man, I'm a gossip. You know, I hate to see other people's joy. I hate to see other people getting blessed. Like, you're hating on people that you don't even know. Like, you don't even care that you look messy.
You're mad today, right?
Huh?
What's wrong today?
Me?
Yeah.
Am I mad?
You know, rubbed off.
I ain't mad.
You're like, wow.
No, I'm just talking about healing the inner child. I used to be this girl.
Did somebody make you mad?
No.
Like you asked me, did somebody make you mad?
No.
Yeah.
I just get a little passionate.
Yeah.
Sometimes because I remember living like that.
You be like, so somebody done something to you today? You be asking me that. I'm like, you.
I said, baby, are you having a bad day today?
Having a bad day? I'm like, what the?
I'm like, baby, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed today?
I'm like, no.
I'm always happy. I really am. Like, I'm always happy. I like, even with that girl, you know, I could have really in my life sunk some ships. And I just didn't. I'm not a girl that holds on to receipts. Like, I have receipts, but I'm never going to use them. I will let God fight my battle. But in order for us to heal ourselves,
I just went to the gym the next day after that guy on the plane, and I just pumped some
No,
weight.
you didn't go the next day.
Oh,
Baby, when we got off that plane, it was like, we were in Atlanta. Yeah. It was like 6 o'clock. You came home, dropped off the suitcases, and went to the gym. You said, I got to work this off.
Oh, yeah, I did.
But what was so bad about that made you so angry that you couldn't just be like, man, this guy's got problems, and it's not my problem?
Because the old me.
I never, ever let stuff like that get under my skin.
Oh, me, I wouldn't been able to go to no airport.
I think it's a man thing.
No, it ain't no man thing. It's just
Well, y'all listen to me.
It's about controlling yourself. Don't let nobody push you somewhere. Don't let nobody push your fists down. Cause we in a new sermon right now. Put your fists.
That was
down.
last month.
Put your fists down.
That was last month.
But I mean, I'm still got. Let's see. The thing is, I ain't had them up. I had them have.
I think that series
I had them like
you.
an uppercut like that. I was like, no, you say they wasn't up. It was an uppercut ready, but it was down. But this is a difference.
You just get so much further along.
It's a difference of
being nice.
It's a different and going. You have to go through different stuff in your life like that when that happened. Now you got anger. Now you got this domestic.
Yeah.
On your record. It's like, man, you got charges and stuff because you can't control yourself.
Yeah.
So I can control myself because I got a lot to lose.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody, but you put your hands on me, that's when I go, when I go create.
Have you ever gotten a fist fight?
I've been in a few of them.
No.
Been in a few of them. That's the reason why I am how I am.
Did you win?
Always. Always.
Babe, I am not a fighter.
I know.
I remember this girl invited me to fight out on the playground. And it was when I was in junior high school. And she was like, I'm going to kick your butt, girl. And I remember I was scared to death. And I had to walk the place that she was going to meet me to fight to get to my bus. And I remember she was like, everybody was like, go, go, go. And they were like getting amped up. And I remember I just went. I had to walk through the whole crowd, and I just looked at her, and she said, "Let's fight. You ready to fight?" And I just sat down in Indian position. I got down in the Indian position, and she said, "You ain't gonna fight me." I was like, "You gonna kill me? I know you gonna kill me. You're bigger than me." And we ended up becoming best friends.
Text me her number. See, I done paid all my bullies back, so I've been in some fights, and I've been bullied too. So everybody.
Me and her became best friends.
I think what it is when you kind of get like a certain way, and then you be like, cause you was a bully. So what happened was you've been picked on, and this is what happened.
Yeah, you become a bully.
You becoming this person that you want to defend everything, because these bullies been bullying you, and you had to go fight back sometimes.
And I found out the reason why she wanted to fight me was because she assumed something about me. Yeah. And I was just an awkward kid.
Yeah, you was.
And she assumed. And how many times are we angry at people out of assuming?
Yeah.
You know what assuming means?
You had your own lunchbox, and she ain't have none probably.
I can't even remember, but it was because I always say communication kills assumption. Like sometimes over a text, you misread something, or you're mad at people and you disconnect from people that they don't even know what they did. And you're walking through life so angry at them. And so come to find out, she was mad at me for something that I didn't even know I did.
Maybe you had long hair and she had no hair. I bet people mad because the way you look and the way you carry yourself.
I know it, man.
These days, this is where people.
I get hate because of that.
These are where people think they can bully someone.
I will have on a whole jumpsuit and people talk about me being promiscuous.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I just come to find out.
But if you ever come up to me,
you just let them ugly themselves to death.
I'm a little different from this podcast in real life, and so don't.
Hey, and you know what's so funny about Angelo, y'all, is people will come after me, like they'll say really ugly stuff about me. Angelo, I just ignore them or I block them or something. Angelo will go, if he sees it and I don't, he will go find their profile.
Find them.
And I'll be like, what are you going to do now that you found them? I don't even know. But you don't mess with me. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that you cover me.
I was raised with sisters. And when you got a sister that protect you, that's kind of different.
Yeah.
And when you grow up to be a man, you got to think about, I'm protecting my sisters.
Yeah.
So.
You know what, though? Yeah. When I'm talking about healing the inner child, it's like those people that wanted a divorce, and then when you finally give them the divorce, then they still can't leave you alone. They still are out to destroy you. That ex and now his new partner are poisoning the kids. They're talking about you. They're making your life hell, taking you to court for 18 years. That is miserable.
I mean,
and you can't let those kind of people's spirits get in you.
The reason why most of the men want to get on your podcast and say stuff because you're more of a man than they are. You got more than them. That's the reason why.
Really?
You're preaching in a dominant world of male pastors.
Yeah.
And they want to correct you, what you ain't going to do. What you ain't going to do. Let me tell you this now. You ain't going to do, okay? Because I would,
They're not going to correct me.
Nah, they ain't. Ain't nobody going to correct you. Nah, not nobody, okay?
Yo, it's so beautiful. Moment. It's so beautiful because when I was my previous marriage, I'm so thankful that I have a man that did the inner work. I'm so thankful that you really, you have such a great outlook on life. You have a great outlook on just everything. Like you really don't let junk get inside of you.
Oh, no.
And you are such a balanced, well balanced man. And I am so grateful that you have allowed yourself to do. I'm so grateful I did the inner healing. I'm so thankful that you and I don't walk around letting stuff get to us. And we live, and so can y'all.
Man,
y'all can too.
Most of the women is the way they are because the man is where we're not at.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. Most of the women stepping up and stuff to be this and stuff because basically the backbone of certain men and stuff. Yeah. It's like a mice.
It's like a mice.
You're a mice, not a man.
How can a man fix that, babe? Because men deal with pride a lot. How can they be like, man, I know I'm not being a good husband. Take on some of the responsibility, change. How do they do that? How does a couple do that after they've swapped roles? How do they get back into alignment?
It's not swapping a role. When you're a man, you do what you need to do as a man. You cover your wife, you protect your wife, you protect your family.
But how, it's just so hard when you've got so much water under the bridge, but God is a healer. Yeah. He'll heal everything. He'll heal past hurts. He'll heal past trust issues. Like, you've got to just begin every day to do things like you haven't done before.
So if you got to baby me and I got so much hurt, how would that feel? And you got the pastors of people all over the world.
God, baby, I've done it.
How was that feel?
It was horrible.
Yeah. I mean, supposed to be.
It was horrible.
Yeah, a man's supposed to be.
It was terrible. I did not think there was a you out there. I'm gonna be completely honest. Yeah. I never knew that there was a man in this world that God created just for me, that could love me here, now, protect me, be so proud of me. And we were in the gym the other day, and I overheard you telling one of those big old bodybuilders in there. Yeah. My pastor's right over there.
Yeah.
My wife passed, like my exes. Oh, no. But here's what I'm telling all of you. When you do the inner work and you heal who you are and you stop leaning on people, the pain may not be your fault, but the healing is your responsibility. God will bring you what you need for every single thing that you need done and need them to be in your life. But you have to be aware of it and you have to fix it. And you need to write in your journal that your homework for this week needs to be, what's stopping me? And let it go.
Yeah, and you got to appreciate the person who you're with. You got to appreciate that person.
Yeah, a lot of times we don't.
We don't. I mean, because you could be at 10%, but I'm going to give you 90.
Yeah, you
and
do.
That way we're going to bring each other back to 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I loved about you, Angelo, is you didn't come into this relationship being like, what do you need? What do you need me to do? You figured it out and you stepped right into it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yo, we got to go to a break. We'll be right back right after this. Beautiful people, and welcome back. Man, this was, babe, I want to tell you something. We do this every day. Me and you just sit and chat back and forth, talking about these things. And we've been talking about doing the inner work. Mm-hmm. And you were saying something as we went to the break that I really loved. You said we have to appreciate.
Got to appreciate
each other.
Each other.
So do you appreciate what's in front of you?
Yeah. So, your past marriage, relationship, You was doing all the work and they still didn't appreciate. You was bringing home all the groceries, and they was eating real good.
Yeah.
They was driving real good.
Yeah.
Going to the mall real good, but they didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Babe, you know how I healed from that? Because I was really angry about that because I felt like injustice was served.
Yeah.
Because I did all that. And I remember one day I was praying and I'd heard the Lord. Like something just hit my spirit. And it was, how do you know they don't think they're right just like you think you're right? And all of a sudden it hit me. It doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter how they treated me. Mm-hmm. Like they think they are doing the right thing. Narcissist people think they're right. You know, broken people think they're right. They think they have a right to do what they're doing. And so when you realize that you are not them, mm-hmm. it takes the pressure off of you and lets God and God can heal you. And God can literally take you from the back of the line to the front of the line.
But the main thing you say, but God.
But God.
But God. But if you don't do if you try to do all this without God, why this guy don't respect me? Why he don't appreciate this, or why she don't appreciate me being a man, or being the leader here, or the head of the house, or whatever. But God. That's all. I mean, if you're not talking and you sitting down with each other and talking to God about your relationship, then maybe God didn't want that relationship for you guys. Maybe you're in the wrong relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We're doing all these things.
But fact of the matter is, I think any relationship can work if you've got two people that just honor and love and respect each other. Stop saying the D word. Stop walking around threatening divorce, or I just gonna leave, or God, that stuff you never forget that. It chips away at even friendships. Value your friendships. Like, be thankful that these people rode with you when they didn't have to.
Maybe they didn't realize what marriage was about.
Yeah.
Marriage is not say I want a kid and want a house.
Yeah.
It's not just that. It's just not say, wow, it's not the white picket fence anymore. It's real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then guess what? Maybe when he does live up to be that person and someone elevate and grow in that relationship, guess who? Some people probably don't. Most women say, well, I want a career. Well, I thought that you wasn't going to work and I took care of all the bills. See, it's kind of like you really don't know what you want. You want to be an actor, you want a baby, or you want to be Instagram, or you want to be all this stuff.
Yeah.
And now the guy is seesawing like, gosh, I did all this. But now you say you don't want to live in this city. You see what I'm saying? And so now the guy don't know. Gosh.
You got to get back to the basics.
Yeah.
Do your inner work and let God handle them.
And this is the reason why most guys probably don't want to be married.
And women.
Yeah,
there's a lot of women that don't either.
You're right.
But there is nothing like a great friendship. You get to have your favorite meal every night, spend the night party every night.
Yeah, when you come out stability, who's stable, who's have the stability, they thinking about, man, this person's kind of unbalanced. You need to see this.
Yeah.
You need to see that. Like what would some of when they just kind of like go off the limb out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the work, y'all. That's what this whole podcast was about. Man, healing the inner child. Talk about your experiences. Deal with it. Get to the root of it. Stop just doing a yard mowing and get to the deep seeds and let it go. And then, you know what? Go to therapy. Talk to somebody. BetterHelp. I mean, they're all over my podcast because I believe in therapy. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. Maybe you need to read the book Feelings Buried Alive Never Die. And maybe you need to realize that, you know what? They may never change, but I still forgive you and let go. And I'm going to live my best life. I'm going to laugh hard. Y'all, it ain't never too late to be a good mom, a good dad. It ain't never too late to be a good friend. Stop saying you would die for your kids and live for them. Y'all, we love y'all so much. Thank y'all for being with us. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much for sharing this. Thank you for all your support. We're so excited to see you next week at Dream Conference right here in Atlanta. We can't wait to to hug on you and love on you. Make sure you're going to shop in my store, getting all my product. I got the journals there. We've got cool hats, God's Girl stuff, Bible Baddie stuff. Just released a new shirt that says haters are confused fans. Go get it. Man, get in my inner circle. Get in my masterminds, one-on-one coaching. And listen, realtalkkim.com is my website. Go download my free app to your phone, Real Talk Kim Go. Stay connected so you can keep growing and we get to be a part of your journey. We love you guys so much. Listen, if you're in Atlanta, come to Limitless Church, 1653 Highway 85 South, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215. We welcome you every Sunday, 10 and 11:30. We'd love to do life with you. Yes. We love you guys so much. See you next week.
Yay Media Group.